Video games today, amazing. Different graphics, different ways they actually move you. There's a whole slew of lists how video games are actually changing our future, from the war fighting mentality to people who just want to enjoy and have a good time. Now there's two categories of people or players that actually play this game. I actually derive two different subcategories of players. I want to focus more on the over 18 group and more on the under 18 group. So, examples of violence. You say, why are you here today talking to me about video games and their violence? Let me tell you, certain things have impacted our video game world, like Columbine, for example. It was like a shot heard around the world because two boys played Doom. Video games are argued by many people that they are desensitizing. How do video games desensitize our public? And research. I've done a lot of research supporting my thesis. Now, what I want to explain to you is that researchers find people serving time for violent crimes typically consume less media. An example of less media would be video games before committing these crimes. Video games, 18 and older category. 62% of console users are 18 and older. This is your typical PS3, Nintendo Wii, or Xbox 360. Currently the top three most popular gaming platforms today. 66% of PC users for gaming are 18 and older. The center of the video game market shifted as the first generation of video gamers play into their adulthood. Now, the ESRB was implemented for rating video games. Software Rating Board has distinguished different markings on each box to explain to the general population what the games are rated. A couple examples are E for everyone. We got our T for teens. General age is 16 and above. And mature. Right on the box says 17 and above. And some of our popular Call of Duty and Battlefield 2. These retailers are fined $1,000 if the mature game is sold to the users who are 17 and under. So what does this mean? That the video game market, video game resellers, are going to be punished if they sell this game to a minor. Where are the parents? Where are the parents saying, hey, you're not going to shoot and kill people in Call of Duty? Or, hey, you will not blow up things with a tank in this Battlefield 2 game? Where are the parents saying, hey, this game is mature? Parents need to share the responsibility of making decisions about what is appropriate for their children. I'm not going to buy this game for my 6-year-old nephew because he wants to join the war. He could say he wants to join the Air Force. I'm not going to let him blow up people and shoot to kill. The Federal Trade Commission has found that 83% of game purchases for underage consumers are made by their parents. Examples of violence. Columbine. Eric Harris and Dan Kilboyd played Doom. These two killed 12 students. They also killed a teacher and injured 24 other people. A lot of people don't understand, hey, video games can be violent, but common sense tells me I can't run down the street like in Grand Theft Auto with an AK-47 shooting cars. Or I can't drive drunk because in Grand Theft Auto you're allowed to drink and drive. The MADD, or Mothers Against Drunk Driving, were furious when they heard that this was in the video game. What is the lesser of the two evils? So the kid escapes a couple hours in his room a night playing video games. If you tell them what's in video games isn't real and you shouldn't do that, you should be okay. These boys who decided to take lives of other people weren't influenced by video games. They were neglected by their parents. If their parents would have just understood that they needed to spend a little bit more time with their boys and make them understand the harsh reality of being an adolescent or adult was that you will be picked on, or people will get on your nerves, or people will make you do some dumb things, but you should never take their life, these boys would have been changed. Their future would have been rerouted. I think video games have taken a bad rap because what's easier to blame? The National Rifle Association, millions of members, or the video game industry of people who are mainly under the age of 18 who just want to play a little Mario Kart or a little Diddy Kong Racing, or maybe play some co-op missions with their buddies on Call of Duty. Just because you're running around a game with a gun doesn't mean that you have to sit around your TV and start plotting. You don't have to plot. And if you are plotting, your parents should say, "Hey, what are you doing? Is that home? Or what? Oh, you're drawing up a bomb?" I'm going to have to tell you that's not right. That's my job as a parent. But as parents start getting jobs and both parents are leaving the household and you're left all by yourself with nobody to consult to, that's making these children want. And the more neglect that happens, the more violence is going to happen. Parents, please protect your kids.